Now. Good morning to all. Hello friends. I am your friend Dr. Shubh Patel. Today we will discuss about a question from Lab Animal Medicine. Which of the following species does not have a hemochorial placenta? Mus musculus. Dasypus novemcinctus. Rattus norvegicus. Macaca mulata. Sus scrofa. Answer, ESUS scrofa. Step 1. Understand, hemochorial placenta. First, what is a hemochorial placenta? The name itself gives you a clue. Hemo means blood, and chorion refers to the outer fetal membrane. In a hemochorial placenta, the fetal chorion is in direct contact with maternal blood. There are no layers of maternal tissue separating the mother's blood from the fetal chorion. It allows very efficient exchange of nutrients, gases, and waste. This type of placenta is found in species where rapid and efficient maternal-fetal exchange is essential. For example, in humans, and many primates, and also in rodents. So, this will help you eliminate some options immediately. Step 2. Go through each option. Option A, Mus musculus, house mouse. Let's start with the house mouse, Mus musculus. Does the mouse have a hemochorial placenta? Yes, it does. The mouse is one of the most common laboratory models. It has a discoid, hemochorial placenta, which means the maternal blood is in direct contact with the trophoblast. This arrangement supports the high demands of fast-growing embryos. It is used widely in developmental biology because the mouse placenta closely mimics the human placenta at a cellular level. Mus musculus has a hemochorial placenta. Not the answer. Option B, Dasypus novemcinctus, 9-banded armadillo. An interesting one, the armadillo. Many people get confused here. Armadillos, surprisingly, also have a hemochorial placenta. Despite being xenarthrans, their placental structure resembles that of rodents and primates. The trophoblast cells invade deep into maternal tissues, and the fetal chorion is bathed directly in maternal blood. This is quite fascinating from an evolutionary perspective. Dasypus novemcinctus has a hemochorial placenta. Not the answer. Option C, Rattus norvegicus, Norway rat. Next is the rat, Rattus norvegicus. Like the mouse, the rat also has a hemochorial placenta. In fact, rats are a gold standard model for placental studies because of this feature. The rat placenta is discoid and highly invasive, promoting effective maternal-fetal exchange, which is important for the rapid fetal development characteristic of rodents. Rattus norvegicus has a hemochorial placenta. Not the answer. Option D, Macaca mulata, rhesus macaque. Now, let's look at the rhesus macaque. This one is easier because we already know humans have hemochorial placentation, and macaques are old-world primates, very closely related to humans. Like us, they have a discoid, hemochorial placenta. The trophoblast invades maternal tissues deeply, and the maternal blood comes into direct contact with fetal villi. This supports complex nutrient exchange and immunological tolerance during pregnancy. Macaca mulata has a hemochorial placenta. Not the answer. Option E, Sus scrofa, domestic pig. Finally, we come to the pig, Sus scrofa. Here is where things change. Pigs do not have a hemochorial placenta. Instead, they have an epitheliachorial placenta. In this type, there are multiple layers of maternal tissue separating the maternal blood from the fetal chorion. Specifically, the maternal epithelium is intact and remains as a barrier. This arrangement results in less invasive implantation, meaning nutrient exchange is less efficient compared to hemochorial placentation. However, it works well for species like pigs that produce many offspring and have a relatively short gestation period. This is our correct answer. Sus scrofa has an epitheliachorial placenta. Correct answer. Step 3, Summary. So, let's summarize. Hemochorial placentas are found in species where the placenta needs to be highly invasive and efficient like humans, primates, rodents, and surprisingly, the armadillo. The pig, Sus scrofa, is an exception in this list. Pigs have an epitheliachorial placenta, where the maternal blood is separated from the fetal chorion by several layers of maternal tissue. This makes nutrient exchange less direct. Thus, the correct answer is option E, Sus scrofa. Step 4. Extra learning for advanced understanding. Before we finish, let me tell you something very interesting. There are 3 main types of placentation based on the number of tissue layers between mother and fetus. Epitheliachorial, least invasive. Found in pigs, horses, whales, and some ruminants like cows and sheep. Endotheliachorial, moderately invasive. Found in dogs and cats. Maternal endothelium is in direct contact with chorion. Hemochorial, most invasive. Found in primates, rodents, and some insectivores like bats and even armadillos. And remember, the more invasive the placenta, the more efficient the exchange between mother and fetus. Final wrap up by the. So if you are ever asked this question in an exam, remember this trick. Rodents, primates, and even the unusual armadillo have hemochorial placentas. But livestock animals like pigs and cows, which tend to have larger litters or longer pregnancies, have epitheliachorial placentas, making sus scrofa our correct answer here. Always think of the evolutionary need. Fast-growing, demanding offspring tend to have hemochorial placentas. Types of placenta based on histological layers. The placenta can be classified based on the number of maternal tissue layers separating maternal blood from fetal blood. There are 3 major types, and I will give you. Definition. Layers. Example species. Efficiency. Gestation connection. Extra interesting fact. 1. Epitheliachorial placenta. Definition. The least invasive type. Maternal epithelium remains intact. Fetal chorion does not directly contact maternal blood. Number of maternal tissue layers. 6 layers remain intact. Maternal endothelium. Maternal connective tissue. Maternal epithelium. Fetal trophoblast. Fetal connective tissue. Fetal endothelium. Efficiency. Lowest nutrient and gas exchange efficiency. Compensated by longer gestation or multiple offspring. Example species. Pig, sus scrofa. Horse. Cow. Sheep. Whale. Interesting fact. These animals often have diffuse placenta structure, meaning villi are spread across a large surface area to increase exchange despite the many layers. 2. Endotheliachorial placenta. Definition. Moderately invasive. Maternal epithelium and connective tissue are eroded. Fetal trophoblast is in direct contact with maternal blood vessel endothelium. Number of maternal tissue layers. 4 layers remain. Maternal endothelium. Fetal trophoblast. Fetal connective tissue. Fetal endothelium. Efficiency. Higher efficiency than epitheliachorial but lower than hemochorial. Example species. Dogs. Cats. Ferrets. Some carnivores. Interesting fact. Carnivores need a more efficient system to nourish their predatory, high-energy demand fetuses, and this placenta suits that well. 3. Hemochorial placenta. Definition. Most invasive. Maternal blood is in direct contact with fetal chorion. All maternal tissue layers are eroded. Number of maternal tissue layers. 3 layers remain, only fetal. Fetal trophoblast. Fetal connective tissue. Fetal endothelium. Efficiency. Highest efficiency of nutrient and gas exchange. Example species. Humans. Non-human primates, example macaque. Rodents, mouse, rat. Armadillo. Interesting fact. The highly invasive nature of this placenta also plays a role in the immune challenges of pregnancy. The fetus is genetically foreign, yet it is tolerated. Evolutionary note. Evolutionarily, species with hemochorial placentas tend to have smaller litters but more developed offspring, while those with epitheliachorial placentas tend to have larger litters or longer gestations to compensate for lower exchange efficiency. Example. Humans and primates, single offspring, hemochorial. Pigs, litters of 10 to 12 piglets, epitheliachorial. Refer comparative table for quick study. Some fun facts and figures. The human placenta, hemochorial, has approximately 15 to 20 cotyledons, each facilitating maternal-fetal exchange. In pigs, epitheliachorial, the placenta is diffuse and spreads along the entire length of the uterus. Dogs, endotheliachorial, have a zonary placenta, shaped like a belt, surrounding the fetus. Hemochorial placentas are associated with higher risks of placental abruption and preeclampsia due to their invasive nature. In rodents, the labyrinth zone of the placenta is where maternal blood directly bathes fetal chorion, enhancing rapid fetal growth. Summary: the efficiency of nutrient and gas exchange in placental mammals correlates with the invasiveness of the placenta. Hemochorial placentas, like in humans and rodents, allow direct contact between maternal blood and the fetal chorion, ensuring rapid fetal growth. In contrast, species like pigs with an epitheliachorial placenta maintain all maternal layers, resulting in less efficient exchange but supporting larger litters or longer gestation periods. Thank you for listening. Have a nice day ahead and save your patient with love and dedication. Please subscribe and like. See you soon on next video. Till then, bye from Dr. Shubh Patel.